Head back to meteorologist Brittany Beggs. And Brittany, your heart just has to go out to those folks in Louisiana and along the Gulf Coast. They have been hit so many times repeatedly with these hurricanes and these storms.
It's been a nuts season, and I think everyone's done. And you know, with this past storm, this is the fastest storm system, fastest tropical storm I've ever tracked. I've never tracked a storm that's moving northeast at 39 to now 48 miles an hour. That's how quickly this storm is moving. We still had a decent amount of power outages here. The winds are still going to be whipping up this afternoon, but what we know is it's still a tropical storm. The good news, it's moving quickly. By tonight, it's still going to be a little breezy tonight because now we've got a cold front that's going to be moving in. Today, still keep those umbrellas nearby. Isolated showers, nothing heavy like what we had this morning, but there will be some hit and miss stuff this afternoon. Jackets tomorrow. By this time tomorrow morning, we're going to be 25 degrees colder. Some spots 30 degrees colder. So chilly start for tomorrow. We're going to be in the 50s. Coats are going to be needed next week. Winter coats. Big changes moving in by next Monday. So this is your heads up. If you haven't had to break out the winter coats just yet, Monday morning is when you will. Temperatures right now, not too bad. It's 76 out there. This tropical air mass is kind of still with us. We've got a southwest wind sustained at 14 miles an hour. So it is still fairly breezy out there. Here's a breakdown of our afternoon planner too. We get a little bit of sunshine here. Clouds are going to be rolling right back in this evening because we've got a boundary to our west that doesn't look like it moves in until about midnight or so. With the passing of this next front that moves in tonight, probably going to be a little bit breezy at times, but that wind advisory I do expect is going to be allowed to expire today at 1 p.m. So that's the good news. As that front starts to move in tonight, there's going to be a few showers rolling in this evening. I'm putting a trace to a couple hundredths of an inch of rain for most of us. I don't see that being a big issue, but there will be some rain for us tonight, and I'm going to show you that with VIPIRCAST here in a second. Latest wind gusts right now, Chattanooga still whipping up to 25 miles an hour. Murphy, latest wind gust there has been 19. Looks like over southern Walker County, 22 was the latest wind gust there. Here's a look at our sustained winds. I want to show you the VIPIRCAST sustained winds. This is this afternoon. By this evening, it'll still be a little bit breezy at times. The VIPIRCAST is showing it 8 o'clock, still about 12 miles an hour over Chattanooga. As we head into the overnight hours with this frontal passage, the VIPIRCAST isn't really picking up on it. I think there will be a brief maybe wind gust about 20 miles an hour, nothing that we can't handle. And then as that front moves eastward, we're going to look at winds dying down. Now it all depends on how quickly the winds die down, but because of all the rainfall that we've had now over the last 2 days, I do expect there will be some dense fog developing early tomorrow morning. So that'll be an issue we're dealing with early before sunrise tomorrow. Further west you are, I think the fog is going to be a little bit more dense for you all. The flash flood watch has been allowed to expire for all of our Tennessee Valley counties. You can see the blue color that's kind of popping there. That indicates an aerial flood advisory. We've got one river flood warning to tell you about. The one over the South Chickamauga Creek near Chickamauga, that has been allowed to be canceled. We've got a flood warning for Sequatchie River at Whitwell. That's still in effect until the wee morning hours on Saturday. So that's risen to a minor flood stage. High-res radar right now, our composite isn't showing much out there. I think there's probably a little bit more action to our west. We're not able to get the Nashville radar pulled up right now, but there might be a few sprinkles out there. As we pull back even more, here's the next front. These showers are going to be much lighter by the time they reach us tonight. So let's break down the newest VIPIRCAST. This is 8 o'clock this evening. Further north you are, better chance you'll have to see a few showers rolling overnight. This is right around 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning. So the clouds are going to be with us tonight. Temperatures will be in the low 50s. Tomorrow morning will start off cloudy, and then those clouds kind of thin out and break apart by tomorrow afternoon. It will be quiet for the upcoming weekend, which is good news. So if you're still doing some maybe trick-or-treating, maybe some haunted mazes, social distancing in your backyard, I don't see any issues, but the ground is certainly going to be wet. Now take a look at this. We are talking about the F word here, frost. By Tuesday of next week, we could be looking at a widespread frost.